Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce, right? And you go, prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just gave them the things that
Jay-Z and Beyonce, because see, he procures her out there. He is her handler, and he is the one that pushes her out there public, and then he profits off her. So we're looking at, and I don't care how much talent you think they have. I don't care how much talent you think they have. She was chosen for him. It is a karmic thing looking at their chart, but she was chosen for him in order to help him get where he needed to go. So she's the muse, but let's use this in a different way. Sometimes we use the word muse in the terms of profiteering off of it. We are going to start seeing through the veil when it comes to Jay-Z, and within 3 years, public favor is removed. Now, he's not the first one to go down behind P. Diddy, but he's a close second. So it's a combination that's coming after him. And when they take him down, they're going to take Beyonce down behind him.
John Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Welcome to New Viral Drama, where the Hollywood glam turns grim and the secrets spill louder than applause. We're cracking open the doors they desperately want to keep shut. It's been well over 2 weeks since Diddy's mansions got swarmed in that now infamous federal raid, and he's been ghost ever since. But what's even louder than the silence? The fact that none of his so-called inner circle, not even the Carters, have dared to say a word. Where's that loyalty now? And trust, it didn't take long for 50 Cent to jump in and start throwing shade. Or should we say, throwing bombs? According to 50, if folks thought the feds already had Diddy's secrets locked up, just wait till they uncover what's allegedly hiding in Jay-Z's closet too. But it's not just Jay getting caught in the crossfire. Now Beyonce's name is right there in the middle of this messy storm. Yep, her name's flying around like wildfire in all these rumors swirling about her own connections to Diddy's drama. People are whispering that Bey and Jay weren't just aware of Diddy's alleged activities.
I actually met Beyonce before. That was one of the people be like, who you met? You know what I'm saying? That like it threw you out, like it took you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib. Like the influx of people, he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in.
Right.
They may have been mixed up in something similar themselves. So now the streets are asking the real question: how deep does this mess go? Could 50 Cent be gearing up to drop even more dirt linking Queen Bey to Diddy? What exactly did they all get into behind closed doors? Stick around, because this rabbit hole might be way darker than anyone imagined. 50 Cent and Jay-Z got history, and it's messy. Now it looks like 50's holding a brand new stack of receipts, and this time the tea is boiling. He's hinting that both Jay-Z and Beyonce might be knee-deep in the same shady circles as Diddy. Right after the feds stormed into Diddy's homes and flipped his whole empire upside down, 50 Cent was already online, dragging names and throwing digital grenades. And Jay-Z? That man disappeared like smoke. 50 instantly started pressing questions. Why the silence, Jay? Why now? Yeah, some folks are saying it's just 50 being petty, trolling like he always does. But let's not act brand new. He's been like a watchdog on this whole Diddy situation. And he's not the only one side-eyeing Jay.
This Diddy story is wild. 50 Cent is posting about Jay-Z, wondering where his location is, because I think he's the next domino to fall. There's a lot of strange things going on with Jay-Z.
Multiple industry insiders been whispering for years that Jay and Diddy share more than just champagne toasts and VIP lounges. They got overlapping interests, shared deals, and connections that run deeper than the headlines show. Still, let's give 50 his flowers. He might be trolling, but he's bold enough to say what everybody else is scared to admit. Where's Jay-Z now that Diddy's name is burning hot in the press? Where's the public support? His kids were literally cuffed during that raid, and yet Jay's acting like he's never met the man. It's been 2 whole weeks and not a word from Jay-Z. While the rest of Hollywood's hiding behind their PR teams, 50 is out here loud and unfiltered. And by the way he's talking, it sounds like he's just getting started. 50 Cent wasn't playing around. He clowned Jay-Z on Instagram like only he can. He posted a picture of Jay's face slapped on a milk carton with the caption, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said he ain't answering his phone." But wait, it didn't end there. 50 followed it up with another jab. A photo of Jay-Z captioned, "Here is Jay-Z, last reported seen waving at Puffy's jet." 50 is relentless with the petty, and fans ate it up. The minute 50 started turning the spotlight toward Jay-Z's tight connection with Diddy, the internet exploded. Rumors went wild. Folks were saying Beyonce might be gearing up to cut ties and bounce, even whispering about a potential divorce if Jay's name got dragged into Diddy's mess.
Is already was so much for me because I'm such a nice, loving, patient, tolerable person. This has been going on since 2006, and it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And for a very long time, I put this person on a pedestal. I love them. I send emails, publicly, happy birthday and all this stuff. And the entire time, this person was casting spells and manipulating me and controlling my job situations, my relationships, just all kinds of things.
Some even claimed Beyonce had already started separating her assets, just in case things spiraled. But now comes the twist nobody saw coming. The gossip train took a sharp turn, and it's rolling straight toward Queen Bey herself. Yup, word out there is Beyonce might not be some innocent bystander in this whole saga. Allegedly, she wasn't just standing next to Jay during his alleged dirty dealings. She might have been fully involved. And it gets wilder. Some insiders are throwing around claims that Beyonce didn't just tolerate Jay's moves, she might have pushed him to play dirty. Allegedly, she was encouraging him to eliminate the competition, especially when it came to other black female artists climbing the charts. Now add this to the mix. Whispers of her dabbling in witchcraft? That's right, some sources are saying Bey's been accused of pulling some seriously dark tricks behind the scenes to stay on top. This drama is getting spooky, and if even half of this is true, Hollywood better buckle up. And here's the wild part. These accusations against Beyonce aren't coming from random internet trolls. Nope, they're being pushed by people who used to be right inside her inner circle.
Who told us you gotta be a witch to be black? You are not more black by engaging in witchcraft that is still propagating a white supremacist lie that black people in Africa didn't know Jesus.
Let's rewind to 2018 when Kimberly Thompson, Beyonce's former drummer, sent shockwaves through the industry with a bombshell claim. She straight up accused Queen Bey of being deep into extreme witchcraft. Thompson didn't stop at just talking. She went legal. She filed for a restraining order, claiming Beyonce had been using dark spells and supernatural attacks to torment her life, even after she tried to escape by moving to a whole different city. According to her, Beyonce's influence literally followed her like a curse. And just when things started to quiet down, boom! Here comes Beyonce's former dance captain, Ashley Everett, stirring up more drama. Ashley didn't say anything directly, but the internet caught her slipping, liking some super shady posts throwing major shade at Bey. One of those posts? It flat out called Beyonce's music demonic. And the post wasn't just some random comment either. It linked to a viral speech from poet Jackie Hill Perry, who accused artists like Beyonce of being nothing more than pawns pushing a dark, hidden agenda behind the glam and glitter. Now folks are raising eyebrows. If two women who were that close to Beyonce are out here feeding into these kinds of claims,
I am angry that the powers that be in social media and in culture and in music and in Beyonce's music and in Kalani's music and in whatever the other, and in Santa, like I'm angry that they are really trying to convince us that all spiritualism is the same. And we have digested this impurity and this, we want so bad not to be legalistic that we actually become profane.
what does that say about what's really going on behind the scenes? This ain't your regular Hollywood gossip. This is getting spiritual. Let's not forget Kanye West, because he definitely had some bold things to say. Remember, he used to be tight with the Carters, rolling with them for years. But the second he started exposing how the industry really moves behind the scenes, they dropped him like a bad habit. Now Kanye's out here saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce ain't calling the shots. They're just puppets on strings, being controlled by the real power players who run the entertainment game from the shadows. But that's not the only jaw-dropper in this saga. 50 Cent also added his own wild memory to the fire. During his long-standing beef with Jay-Z, he spilled on an intense run-in with Beyonce. And the way 50 tells it, Bey wasn't acting like your usual superstar. According to him, she came at him like she was possessed, like something straight out of a horror flick. And let's be real, nobody has to dig too deep to find receipts linking Beyonce and Jay-Z to Diddy. Their friendship with him was never a secret. All it takes is a quick scroll through the photo archives, and boom, you'll see them all hugged up, smiling it up at Diddy's lavish parties and major industry events.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me.
So when people say this trio might have been more connected than we thought, the evidence ain't exactly hiding. It's been in plain sight the whole time. So get this. DaBaby recently dropped a little insider tea about the first time he ever met Beyonce. And guess where it went down? At a Diddy after party. According to DaBaby, after the main event wrapped up, Diddy handpicked about 15 guests to slide through for the real after hours vibe. And yep, the Carters were right there in that exclusive circle. Now let's keep it real. Just because Beyonce and Jay-Z showed up at Diddy's private party doesn't mean they were out there doing anything shady. But considering the heat Diddy's under right now, with the feds digging deep into his business, fans are zooming in on every single detail. And those past connections are starting to look way more suspicious. It's that domino effect. Once one piece falls, everyone starts watching the whole row. And with 50 Cent constantly asking why Jay-Z suddenly dipped from the spotlight right when the raid started, it's hard not to start side-eyeing everything involving the Carters. Now, depending on who you ask, opinions on Jay and Bey are split down the middle. Some folks say they're just sharp business minds who played the game smart and made it out on top. No funny business involved. But then you've got a growing crowd that's not buying the clean image. They believe Beyonce and Jay-Z are locked in deep. Two sides of the same powerful, carefully crafted coin. And here's the kicker. People are saying Beyonce will never walk away from Jay no matter what dirt comes out. Why? Because they're not just partners in love. They're partners in power. And that bond might be too strategic to ever break. And here's where it gets even messier. Folks online are calling out the Carters for profiting off that polished, black excellence image, all while allegedly pulling dirty moves behind closed doors. People are starting to question if that power couple image was just a front to cover up how they really moved through the industry. One fan didn't hold back, saying, She's not leaving him. She's just the female version of him. That's not gonna happen. And another added, even though he and Diddy are disgusting, her turning a blind eye makes her just as guilty. The comments didn't stop there. Someone else dropped, I'm sure Jay made Beyonce his accomplice. If he falls, she falls. They're both deep in it. I doubt she'll divorce him. They didn't call it On the Run for nothing. Ooh, the internet is heated, and the theories are only getting bolder. Are the Carters just masters of the game, too big to fall? Or are they sitting on a ticking time bomb like Diddy, just waiting for the next expose to blow it all wide open? So now it's your turn. What do you think? Could Beyonce and Jay-Z really be tangled in the same darkness that's swallowing Diddy? Or are they untouchable, protected by their power, fame, and silence? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, like this video, share it, hit that subscribe button, and tap the bell so you never miss the drama. Catch you in the next one. It's only getting deeper from here.